So, just to let you know, I have decided to record video record my book of poetry, a personal story of awakening, the journey of my spirit, the book of celestial poetry, which I have been channeling, gathering, receiving, creating since 2018, but there are also more poems in this book gathered from some other years before that time, and this book keeps on being just like expanded because there is more coming through to me, and I'm just recording them, like in Danish we say undervejs, so in the process. And I just decided to record every poem. So I will be recording a video for every poem separate. I think, at least for now, so that's how it will be. And so this is just an introductory video. And so the meaning of this work, of this poetry, of this book is, in general, it's something that describes the process is that I have been experiencing, and the things that have been coming through me and within my life. And I sincerely believe that there is a meaning in this coming through me, and also in this coming through to you, wherever you are, whoever you are. Because it's, life is a process, and it's not, it can be an easy one. Maybe for some people it is an easy one, and it's great. But for some it has not been, and it is not an easy process, and there are a lot of questions and a lot of wondering. And at least for me, it has always been a lot of questions and wondering, and exploring of my own soul, of life, of questions of life, who we are, where do we come from, where are we going to, if there is any destination, or if there is any beginning or end. Because as you know, many philosophies, they say there is no beginning, there is no end. So this poetry is about that, about deep soul searching, but also not only about that. Often there has been no need or no desire for deep soul searching as such, but it just happened because there was, maybe there is some, as I sometimes say, some mechanism installed within me, or I just have come to this world with some passion for the beauty, aesthetics, coming and being able to be expressed through words, but also with a deep perception, knowledge and understanding and feeling that this world, and we as individuals and also as souls, as spirits, we encompass and we hold so much, and it's beautiful. And no matter how challenging sometimes it can be, to discover that, or to really just feel and perceive that, it is worth it. And so that's why I have been, you know, feeling whatever was coming through me, and recording it, writing it down, gathering this, and so I have gathered it in a book. But yeah, and it is not a finished process because things are going on and continue to go on. And so yeah, and today is the 20th of November 2025, and it's been snowing since morning. It's cute. It's an interesting day, I would say. Yeah. So, but this is just an introductory video, and again, so in the first page, I just say, so it's Tatsiana Rostved, me, The Journey of My Spirit, a personal story of awakening, the book of celestial poetry. And again, what is awakening? There are many concepts about that, so it's just a word. And there can be many awakenings also during our life, and so it's the dynamics, the process. Dedication. This book of celestial poetry is dedicated to you and your journey of life, and your journey of awakening to deeper and deeper awareness and presence in life. It is also dedicated to me and my journey, as well as to all of us, our journeys of life, awakening and awareness, and to life, consciousness, awareness, energy, nature, humanity, inner and outer universe as well. But let's keep it simple, shall we? We all got here with a task, divine mysteries to unmask. We all contain universal mysteries in our individual histories. Yeah. And Foreword. It is a book of poetry, a personal story of awakening that has come from above and from within, and desires to be shared. It was written not with any special purpose, but because it desired to come out the way it did. Celestial and spiritual are the words to characterize its themes best. So if you resonate, you are kindly invited to keep on reading and rereading as each time, or listening and re-listening. As each time you read and listen each of the poems, they will show you a new angle and a new facet, shine with a new color, vibrate with a new frequency, vibrational pattern, rhythm, and melody, elude and exude a new fragrance and tone. When you have stayed long enough with them and with me, and with yourself, and have been lovingly attentive, they will reveal their secret, their beauty, and their essence, as well as yours. Preface. Well, now it's time and place for a little preface for my book of celestial poetry. and to explain a few things to the best of my present ability, own understanding, and with the graceful blessings of the universe. To state it clearly, I am neither religious nor atheistic, but I am artistic. Neither am I following or promoting a distinct one spiritual path, rather than the path of love, compassion, beauty, gentleness, kindness, and grace. And I am a great fan and lover of nature. My dearest friend, love, guru, and teacher. Flow and flexibility, movement, vibration, and beingness are at its essence and core. Nature is music, and so are we. That is my deepest knowing. As one of the latest poems in my book says, I just explore. Yes, as a spiritual being and divine spark. Part of divine consciousness, I explore and live life in this world. And probably, most likely, undoubtedly, you choose whatever you resonate with. Simultaneously in other worlds, realms, dimensions, times, spaces, and beyond all those. Living life, I've been learning to be human, remembering, gradually awakening to a deeper and even deeper awareness, knowing and understanding of myself as and everything, including the human part and beyond the human experience. This book of poetry is the result, witness, shower, manifestation, compilation, and companion of this process. It happens to be a poetic body of the creative work of my spirit and soul. I know that I have come to this world with a message. With the message, and this message is love. And this message is both for you and for me and for everyone else, for everyone. Yes, it is plain and simple and nonetheless so important to remember, convey, remind, repeat always. As everything should start with and from love and with love in the core. Amazing, beautiful, kind, unimaginable, incredible worlds can be created from and with love in and at the core. With and from love at the core, our world can be healed. And we can do that together. With this book, I am vocalizing this vision. I hope it reaches and touches you who resonate with and long for the same. These poems are streams of consciousness, channelings of my spirit, messages from and of the universe running through my being. Some of them, some wordings, some imagery, comparisons, symbolism, ideas, rhymes, you can recognize as a bit of repeating themselves. And it is how it is. I've decided to keep them like that. I also use a lot of marks, question marks, different marks in the book. It all has a meaning and makes sense to me and for me, hopefully to you as well when you read it. And I kindly ask you to bear with me and my ways. Life, living, awakening, remembering, learning, understanding, creating, etc., are all dynamic processes. So I might not resonate with some of the poems the same way I did when they were written or created, composed, channeled, expressed, manifested, recorded. Some of the poems, even though saying I or you, we, us, for this matter, were written as a reflection of somebody else's story or vision or idea I was playing with at that moment and in that phase of my life and journey. Some of the questions and answers I have abandoned since, but some, many, majority are still standing, valid, and flowing at the same time. The poems gathered here, except a little handful which are from years and years ago, have been created in the period of 2018 and up till now. Each poem has a story, a memory attached of how it came to be through me. And now I consciously free them from these attachments for you to feel and find your own resonance and meaning. Some of my poems and their parts and many pieces can, if and when you choose, be used for meditations, contemplations, yoga and other sessions, rituals, ceremonies, and as prayers, charms, ready-made and divinely inspired affirmations, mantras, even kind of magical love light spells and the like. Like Ajit Nawal Khan says in How to Read This Book, Live Big, the Entrepreneur's Guide to Passion, Practicality and Purpose. Refer to it when you are facing a challenge. Read it when you need a bit of motivation. Dive into it when you are looking for inspiration. Pick it up when you are going through the chaos, the complexity, the confusion, and the incomparable divine satisfaction of becoming the best version of yourself. I'd love for you to trust your insight and think, show me what I need to read or to hear. Then open this book at random and absorb the message that you are meant to see or to hear. Believe me, you will read what you are supposed to read at the exact time you need to read it. And remember to pause, take breaks, breathe, and just relax into the moment, both in life and while reading or listening. I dedicate this book of poetry to you and your journey, and to life itself. May it help you in your journey of awakening and your journey of life. You are not alone. I am grateful, for I have been able to receive, perceive, live through, create and manifest this and pass it on. I accept and surrender to any or to my own vulnerability and power. We are in this together. Below, you'll find a few important thoughts, concept, ideas I deeply resonate with. I borrow them with reverent gratitude from the amazing book I'm reading at the moment, or was reading at the moment when I was writing this. The Kuan Yin Transmission, Healing Guidance from Our Universal Mother by Alana Fairchild. Interestingly, my poems came to me before I knew anything about this book, but they express the same just through the filter of my being. Quotes. It is safe to develop confidence in your own inner knowing, spontaneously emerging inner awareness, our ability to see and dwell within the beauty of life, remaining present and open to spontaneous wisdom and blessings to help us. Quote again. In that place of inner peace, we let go of our fears of the future and release negative attachments to disturbances from the past. We become present in that moment and discover all sorts of resources are available to us. Quote again. If we are willing to step into a peaceful acceptance of what is, the universe will inspire us with the steps we can take. Each of us has a vital role to play in supporting each other. The universe arranges and expresses itself through us. All we need to do is open our hearts and participate with trust, even in the face of misery. And I would add mystery. Kuan Yin can help us develop the capacity to honor and express how we feel in the moment, respecting it as our truth while holding the space for a greater truth to emerge as the initial energy plays itself out and is released. Quote again. When we are doing the inner work required to liberate our divine essence, we too are churning the ocean of consciousness to release the sacred inner nectar. When one taps into that true inner essence, spiritual grace will flow through you. Quote, if we choose to, we believe a higher plan is at work for our benefit. We may learn to trust that life is fundamentally benevolent and be open to it. The Universal Mother is our creative energy. The best stuff will happen outside of what we know, control, and expect. And finally, this one from another interesting and controversial for many book, You're Not Dying, You Are Just Waking Up by Elizabeth April. Quote, we are highly connected, vastly intelligent souls who have been traveling the universe, living life after life, gaining access to infinite amounts of information. Quote. Read and explore for yourself. I hope and listen and watch. I hope and believe in and with this book and my poems, you can and will find resonance, validation, comfort, inspiration, empowerment, hope, vision, activation, and healing. Enjoy and thank you. Thank you for attracting this book to you and this video and this audio to you, for helping me to manifest it, for calling the amazing shift in consciousness and answering the same call as I did. I love you. Should you wish to connect Get in touch with me and share your story of awakening and awareness, and or how you resonate or not with these poems. You can write to me, and you can write to stardustnebula at yahoo.com. And in the subject, please state the journey of my spirit, or just the journey. The first part, the beginning. It is so much I want to say, express with unforgettable perfection. So many thoughts, ideas, values that are so worthy of deep contemplation and true reflection, as well as our love, affection, will come to soulful connection through celestial poetry of wisdom pearls presented here in rhymes, lines, and curls. To be continued. See you in the next video. Thank you.